Yo, what's up guys? So we're here to check out a lot of different things. The first thing I want to check out through the latest PTR as well as other changes in Overwatch, because it's been a little bit since we uploaded some Overwatch content. However, I still actively play the game once in a while. I was trying out the 6v6 mode. But anyways, important thing, I never tried out the new Hanzo. Granted, I'm not a Hanzo main, by the way. So let's test out the new Hanzo like arrow thing that's apparently now it's not scatter arrow because that's been replaced. We've got storm arrows, so it says the next 6 arrows fire instantly at reduced damage. What is that reduced damage? I don't know. We're about to find out. So you got like a duration, a window where you can activate them. Let's see what it does. Oh gosh. So it doesn't one-shot, but it looks like it does. I believe the integer is 175, but that also depends on where you're hitting them. So let me see. So that's a headshot. Oh, that looks like it's 20. What is it? Each little tick right there represents 25. So I'm guessing it's leaving him with like, because if a melee kills him, oh, it's not killing him. So it's less than 175. It's like 160. It's not 150 though, because like I said before, each one of the let's just try a body shot. So body shot looks like to be hitting it's just like 40 something less, so like 160. 160 is my rough estimate by just going by what the HP looks like. I mean, obviously you can still one-shot things. How do I feel about this? Because this is a question I was asked during the live stream. Like I said, I'm not a Hanzo main. Like, even though like this target's holding still, I mean, Hanzo's arrows hitbox, man. Like I said, I'm not a Hanzo player. Get that wrist. All right. How do I feel about it? Well, what's the cooldown on it? So it's 8-second cooldown. But my real question is, when does that actual cooldown start? And does it not actually activate the cooldown if I fire none of it, or is it reduced cooldown? Sometimes games, they have like reduced cooldown if you don't like. Okay, so the cooldown looks to start after it. How do I feel about it? Well, like I said, I mentioned it already, but I don't play Hanzo. However, its implementations in with something like, let's say, a Zarya grab. If you don't have ult, I mean, if everyone's holding still, you're just... That's pretty dirty. But you know what also is pretty dirty? Again, I'm not a Hanzo main, but let's say like I'm in an engagement with a Widowmaker, right? Like she's right over here, and we're playing the peek game. This is something that happens when you're playing 1v1 versus a sniper, is you'll play this game where like you peek out, you shoot, they're kind of doing the same thing until one person finally loses, right? But with this, I could just be like, oh, I win that peek war. Like, that's a little bit dirty. And with a pretty short cooldown, that can be something pretty nasty to deal with. And on top of that, you have this, so you know, the arrow that reveals, you're going to be able to definitely know when they are peeking, although you could just keep on rapid firing. At that point, the player that is peeking needs to count how many arrows have gone through. But Hanzo generally wins, I would say, in like a 1v1 scenario where you're playing the peek game, because he has, obviously, the ability to know where you're at and then also peek real quick and go back in where the arrow could still land if you're just peeking out. But that's the okay, let's go over everything else. So the projectile speed has been increased from 85 to 100. So basically arrows are going to be faster, a little bit harder to dodge. But there's an interesting change with Sonic Arrow as well, now that we've gone over like the new Hanzo, because that's, I think, the biggest change to Overwatch in general, because no more scatter arrow. I mean, I'm pretty glad, but for tracers to run into like this, oh my gosh, enjoy, man. Enjoy getting wrecked by that. But anyways, the Sonic Arrow has a cooldown decrease from 20 seconds to 12 seconds, so reduced cooldown on the ability to see through walls. However, its radius is decreased from 10 meters to 7 meters, so you're going to be able to see a lot less, like the area at which you can see through things is a little bit less. And the duration is decreased from 10 seconds to 6 seconds, so it lasts a little bit less, but you're able to pop it more frequently. Overall, I think those are better changes. I would consider that a buff, although you could argue, yeah, that technically is a nerf in one sense, because, yeah, again, it depends on how you look at it. But anyways, next up, he has a lunge ability, so you press jump in the air to leap horizontally. Okay, so you can go in any direction. It's on a pretty short cooldown. But so can I like... dude, that makes Hanzo feel so much more fun. I think most Hanzo players will like that change. But can you... Hold on. The real question is, can you jump to the side then jump in the opposite direction? And the answer is yes, you can. That's dirty. It'd be cool if you can like wall bounce multiple times, but that's not available because, well, you only have the ability to wall run. I don't think I have auto wall run on him. But if I could jump to a side and then continue wall running, that would be really cool. Maybe just at least one more time. I don't know. It would make him just a lot more mobile, but that maybe make him too strong. I don't know. I like these changes to Hanzo. If I was playing Hanzo, I would, again, consider this a buff. But yeah, that's the biggest change. It doesn't stay on the PTR for the exact amount of damage. I'm guessing though, like, let's see if it's about the same. It looks like it's the same integer. But like I said, it looks like if you're doing a headshot, oh, that's why it's giving me an odd number. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I actually want to know what the exact number is. If I somehow get this wrong, I'm gonna try to do it like by just visually seeing it. But if I somehow get this wrong, I'm gonna like change it in like the description box. So just be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I'm gonna shoot in the body. So it looks like it's looks like 70, like 80. I want to say, I think it does 80 damage. That would make sense. 80 damage would make sense because that means if I'm getting a headshot and the melee, that would be 190. Let me just double test this out. So if I melee again, I think it has like 10 HP. I think that's what it is. I think the damage is actually 80, and then multiplying times 2 is 160. Yeah, that makes the most sense. So I think that's the damage that it does. But anyways, that's the changes for the Hanzo. Let's go over all the changes, but I wanted to go over Hanzo first. Now we're going to go in alphabetical order. So, Brigitte actually... sorry, I've been calling her that. But, Brigitte anyways. So, her shield bash cone angle has been reduced.
Get behind me.
So, I've always thought this character was really, really way too strong. So, I guess, like, you're not going to be able to... Let's see if that counts as a shield bash. Okay, so, like, she had a really large shield bash, like it was the cone. It's been reduced from 90% to 60%. So let me go ahead and see. Like, I'm gonna use my reticle kind of as an example here, and let's stand on like where it says 5 meters here, and let's kind of use like this reticle here. So I'm gonna aim at the pipe right here. This still counts. So like this still like is very, very, very generous. I mean, yeah, I guess you're gonna get stunned a little bit less by her. I'm gonna again use this as an example. So. How far do we actually need to go? Let's go on this side of the pipe. Okay, she's still like way too good. Reduce that cone by like 50%, give it extra range to make it a skill-based hero. But I swear, dude, most of these like healers in this game, the skill floor is always super low. Healer mains leave that dislike. I already know. Dude, when I made that Mercy vid a while ago, dude, I had so many people upset about the Mercy changes. But I've always said this, and this is just my personal opinion, and this is supposed to be kind of like my thoughts anyways, so it's going to be subjective, but I always felt like in Overwatch, with the exception of Ana, majority of the healers in this game, the skill floor is a lot lower. Obviously, there are characters that have a higher skill floor like Ana, and a very high skill ceiling like Lucio, but for the most part, I mean, let's be honest here. GG, easy healers. Anyways, next up though, Genji deflect. This has actually been changed. So that was the only change with Brigitte, is the cone angle. But as you guys just saw there, I think it's still way too strong. I think she needs to be in a different category, not non-healer, right? Anyways, so Genji deflect hitbox size has been reduced. So before, I'm not sure what, but this doesn't even hit me. Genji too low. So. Before, you were able to be pretty far away from the original like target of the shot, and you would still be able to deflect it. So let's go ahead and test it out one more time over here. Oh, that's not even deflecting it! Wow, dude, huge nerf to Genji. That's huge. Does this make me not want to play Genji? Not really. Like the thing that makes Genji fun is honestly the dash and resets, but that's actually a pretty big nerf. That's huge. Wow. Wow, I know that like the hitbox of the reflect animation did not match up with like the radius on it. I think they should have just increased the visuals so you would know. But that makes it like a lot less viable. And I don't know, it definitely is a nerf though. Like no doubts, it's a nerf on Genji. Next up, there's a small change with Junkrat. So it says that his like frag launcher, which is his default like left click. The projectile size has been decreased from 0.3 to 0.2, so the size of the little like ball right here has been reduced by 1/3. That's actually pretty big. I don't know, like I would have to play like extensively, and obviously once it becomes out on the live servers, I'll try it out. I did on one of my accounts. I pretty much played Soldier, Junkrat, and Roadhog, and I reached Grandmasters, and I would play Junkrat in like high rank games. So I would say I give you guys a pretty good video on that once it becomes available for Ring. But I think Junkrat is still pretty decent. I mean, this is. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, and I don't know if it changes the radius of the explosion. It doesn't say. It just has projectile size decrease, which I think is the the ball that comes out. I'm not sure if that's the explosion radius, but either way, is this a good thing for the game? I don't know. Like, Junkrat, like, there's like high IQ geometry bouncing, but I mean, let's be honest here. This is a lot of times with Junkrat spam, and I do it too, man, and I get the kills, and I'm like, oh, sweet dude, free. But there's actually something else that got changed with Junkrat. His tire movement speed has been decreased from 13 to 12. Let me see if I can even notice a difference. Honestly, I haven't played Junkrat in a while. Last time I played was during the 6v6 mode. I honestly can't tell too much of a difference. I mean, it is going from 13 to 12, so that's like less than 10% of a change. Overall, it's a nerf, but it's just a small thing. The next one up is apparently a huge buff. It's Lucio's wall ride, and he can go over objects now, and that's like super strong. So let me go and show you what that means. So on certain terrain, actually, you know, this is gonna be perfect. So I'm able to hold space, and it just like, oh, what, dude, that's so easy. Can I just like look up, dude? This is. Wait, I'm actually going like up. I'm not even needing to jump. I don't even need to look at the wall. That's disgusting! Look at this, Lucio tracking? Oh my gosh, this is healers are easy, Kappa. Anyways, that's insane. But in addition to that, you can now land back on the same wall after leaping away, provided his leap takes him far enough from the original jumping off point. But this is the big change with Lucio. I don't really play Lucio, but I'm pretty good at Mega Man X wall jumps. Alright, so okay, well, apparently we weren't on the wall that time. Look at this! Look at this! Easy! What? Why? I like the high skill ceiling. I was just saying how healers can have a high skill ceiling like Lucio, but look at this! Look at this! I don't even have to like jump up. I'm legitimately just holding down one button, and it just does all the work for me. Yo, can I get like that button from McCree where it just automatically gives me the ability to point towards people's head? This was a skill gap! It separated good Lucios and like Lucios that could not like control. Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of this change, but this makes me want to play Lucio a little bit more. That's insane. And it says added minimum time so the jump key must be held before Lucio can ride around corners. Dude, this is so easy. This is way too easy. But I don't know, maybe this box is too big, but like, oh my gosh. Maybe, dude, now I'm going to play Overwatch a lot more now. No, we're gonna stick with Fortnite, to be honest. But I still enjoy Overwatch once in a while, just a little bit, alright? I haven't. And some people are like, dude, did you quit Overwatch? Honestly, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, and obviously the new God of War came out, so I've been playing a lot of different things, but you best believe Season 10 rolls around, I've been playing tons of Brigette, and now maybe I'm interested in playing Lucio. So with these changes, it makes me want to revisit certain things. Oh, there's another thing. I just noticed that. I'm reading these notes as we go along, but apparently the right click with Lucio doesn't cost ammo anymore. That's kind of cool. It's just got a cooldown. I feel like the cooldown on it is really short. Like I mentioned before, skill floored healers in this game. Small. Oh, there's a change with Tracer. Oh, dude, it's been so long since I've actually played Tracer. But anyways, it's a small, simple change, but I guess I'll show it. I'm not sure if they changed like the radius on the explosion, but it says the max damage is decreased from 400 to 300. So what this means is that with Tracer, she's not going to be able to get additional 100 damage out. How do I feel about this? I honestly don't play Tracer that much. One of my favorite things, though, is doing this. Oops, hold on. If I could do it. See, that's why I don't play Tracer. What? Alright, so you melee and then you blink forward and it gets like the animation. That's like one of my favorite things. As long as they don't remove that, like I think Tracer is cool. I honestly, I made one account and I just played Tracer. I climbed with a negative win rate, alright? I climbed to Diamond just playing Tracer. I had a 42% win rate on Tracer. And I climbed still, and I don't know, I think my Tracer is only, if I stuck with Tracer, I could probably hit Masters, but I definitely could not get Grandmasters with Tracer. Not that that's relevant for, like, the pulse bomb, because I would always do meme pulse bombs. I would always try to do these sick, like, go off the roof, like you see in, like, you know, those Overwatch highlight videos, where it's, like, you know, there's people that, like, just take a bunch of compilations from, like, other streamers, and they just compile it off, up. Like, I like trying to get those, and that's kind of the reason why I played Tracer, but overall, that's that's like the only change with that. That is actually the only change with Tracer, but it doesn't make me want to play Tracer any less. Like I said, the best feeling with Tracer is meleeing and then like just dashing and getting that 30 damage and then finishing off people. I like it. It feels good. But those are all the changes on the latest patch, which just came out like 2 days ago, 1 day ago, depending on what time zone you are when you're watching this video. But overall, those are all the changes. What are my thoughts on this? Because you guys, asked me, what are your thoughts on the new Hanzo change and stuff like that. I think these are all changes that are for the better of the game, minus Lucio, okay? I liked the idea of having like a healers that take a lot of skill, like Anna, that had a very high skill ceiling. Now, Lucio still has a high skill ceiling, but the fact that they made this like easy and you can go over like terrain like this is, it's kind of like the good Lucio's like what made them good, right? Okay, am I gonna die? I'm gonna die! But it kind of doesn't separate those players. I like skill gaps in games. I like it where like you can tell who's the good Lucio and who's the Lucio that's like, oh, they took Mercy, I only play heals, Moira's taken, or I don't know what happened. But somehow Moira and Mercy are gone. I guess I'll just play Lucio because easy heals, right? I'm not saying Lucio doesn't take any skill, but he takes a lot more skill than Mercy and Moira, in my personal opinion. But that could be a topic for another day. We can bash healers another time. But I am a content creator that generally prefers a skill gap in games. But for the good Lucios, obviously this helps him out with some of the intense mechanical skill with Lucio. But I think it should have been. I don't know. It makes me want to pick up Lucio because it's easy now. I guess I'm going for the easy SR games, but we all know this are where it's at. But anyways, here's my thoughts on everything. Brigette. It's good for the game, even though the hitbox I already showed you is still like OP. It's still like way too big. Hitbox Genji. I think they should have just changed the animation size. Genji needs. Please buff Genji. Hanzo feels better. I think it's good for the game. Junkrat. I think what makes people dislike dying to Junkrat is more so the randomness. It's not really just losing to Riptire. It's more so, dude, I didn't even see him and he killed me. So I think people are still going to be complaining about Junkrat. We talked about Lucio, and then Tracer. It doesn't make me not want to play Tracer. There's another change with Mercy. You can turn off her passive regeneration, but those are things for custom games. It's not something I really want to cover too much. But anyways, those are the patch notes and my thoughts on the new changes in Overwatch, as well as the new Hanzo mechanic. Will I try out Hanzo in a game? Maybe, just for funsies. But I mean, that's, dude, I'm gonna become next Hokage with Hanzo only. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on any of the stuff we talked about. And when Season 10 returns, guys, I will do more Overwatch content. It's just right now, I'm really into the God of War game, and that game will probably be finished by tomorrow. And then I'll be continuously uploading more Fortnite as well as Overwatch content. But mostly Overwatch once the new season starts, because I want to try to one-trick Brigitte and see how high I can get. Dude, let's hit top 500 for once. Alright. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more other gaming content, including Overwatch. And I am signing out.